Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're watching DualShockers.com. We're here at PAX East 2014. We're checking out a little game called Strife. I'm here with Jacquelyn. Jacquelyn, pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So let's get in about Strife. And it's a title that's in the MOBA world, blowing up right now. I got a chance to play with it.
Yep.
I'm addicted. That's not cool. But what's the take-home message? What's Strife all about?
Well, Strife is our second generation MOBA. We actually created Heroes of New Earth, and we took a lot of our lessons and sort of the things that we learned from that, as well as we also enjoy a lot of the other MOBAs that are out there, like League of Legends and Dota, and we took what we learned from that as well, and we wanted to make a lot of changes, introduce some new features, make things a little more interesting. And we also wanted to fix a lot of the pre-existing problems that have been kind of developing as the MOBAs have been growing. Things like
decreasing the hate.
Yeah, the toxic community that's been kind of going out there. So as well as making the entry level a little easier to get into, things like that.
No, that's interesting to me. Like, you think community, like, why even bother having a toxic community? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's something I'm not exactly sure how it developed, but I mean, it's been developing more and more over the time, and it's just it's so toxic. I mean, you get into the game, and it's not just your opponents that are hating on you; it's sometimes even your own teammates, and it's not something that's the most enjoyable, especially when you're brand new and you're trying to get into the game.
You're playing with your teammates. You're like, why so mad, bro? Why so mad?
And you're like, I'm just trying to figure this out. You know, give me some time. But yeah, so we're trying to make it a little more friendly. We've done things like we got rid of the old chat, so that basically there's no more hate coming from the other team. It focuses more on your own teammates, so that it's more of a positive energy experience. We also reduced the hero pool, so it's actually ideally on launch we're looking at having about 25 heroes. And what that does is it actually makes it easier for people to jump into the game. They only have to know 25 heroes, so it's less to know, but it's also it's easier for them when they jump into the game because there's less people basically becoming frustrated with the idea of you not knowing what you're doing.
Why do you play like that? Why?
How do you not know 100 heroes? You know, there's only 25. There's not as much pressure, you know?
Why do you suck at life? Why?
But
and aesthetically, the game is very pleasing. There's some characters in there. We got my buddy over here, Moxie.
Yeah.
Doesn't say a word, but purrs like a kitty. So I'm
cute.
all about it. You know, the pet system sounds pretty cool. I gotta say, I'd never played it before. We sat there for a couple minutes, and I was, fully enthralled into massacring my opponent. So a lot of fun, And right now you're in closed beta, so I'm sure you guys are getting a lot of feedback, changing and balancing and tweaking. How's that going?
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. We've actually been changing all sorts of things. Trying to develop as quickly as we can because we do want to get into open beta as soon as possible. No official date on that, unfortunately, but I mean, doing what we can there. We did just release Shank. He's our new hero. He just came out the other day. He's a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking him out. He's got a hook, which is a lot of fun too. But yeah, and I mean, speaking of the pets, we actually do have pets and a crafting system, which is really awesome because it keeps the complexity of the game for the people who are looking for sort of longevity in the game. You can actually, once you start to get comfortable with a hero, you can start to further customize and make builds and strategize and come up with new strategies and whatnot. So.
And one thing we talked about was kind of other games out there have kind of a pay-to-win system, and that's not what Strife is going to be all about.
No. We want to be all free to play so people can enjoy the game and be able to experience every hero and not feel limited at all. So.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So no microtransactions up the wazoo, just to hold your character.
Yep, it's all free to play. All the
news.
heroes are open to you. Even the crafting system all the resources are actually gained through just playing the game. The first pet that you get is also given to you, and the resources can be further earned from just playing the game. So the only thing you really could pay for would be like the different dyes and the gear sets and stuff, which are just customization features and stuff like that.
Just how sexy you want to make Moxie.
Yeah, basically,
Now, when you guys went in this, obviously it's your second MOBA out there.
Yeah.
You guys learned a lot from the first one. Goal-wise, was it kind of your thought was let's gain more trust from all those existing MOBA players, or let's gain new MOBA players, or both? Was it kind of?
It was more. I mean, there was a lot of problems. Like there's a lot of people that would try MOBAs that wanted to get into them, and they were struggling to get into them. And I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because once you do get into a MOBA, it can be very enjoyable.
Actually,
yeah, it's very addicting. But I mean, to get over that first hump, it was so severe. And so I mean, we wanted to get these new people into the genre and be able to enjoy it just like the rest of us, as well as the people who maybe tried to get in but didn't really find it very enjoyable because of that sort of burden that they had to, all that knowledge they had to learn, and the complexities with the toxic community and whatnot. So, yeah.
Good deal. Strife looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to go try to get my hands on a plush Moxie. Jacquelyn, thank you very much, guys. Strife in closed beta, hopefully open beta soon.
Yes.
Maybe getting some beta codes from us. We'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. We're out.